Assalamualaikum. Welcome once again to our Sustainable Tourism Virtual Talk Show. I'm Suraya, and with me today is Mr. Khaled Mersal from Egypt. Mr. Khaled is actually a managing director of All Egypt Travel. So how are you, Mr. Khaled?
How are you, ma'am? How are you? Pleasure meeting you.
And so how are you doing, sir? And how is your country during the pandemic and now?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing fine. The pandemic is about to end, inshallah. Let's hope that Allah will take it over, inshallah, very soon, and everything will get back to normal, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. So, Mr. Khaled.
Yes.
Can I just continue with the question first?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So, how do you define economic aviation? Is it a budget airlines or a low-cost travel?
Economic aviation is an airline. It's actually a budget airline or a discount airline that operates with a minimum decrease in the operation cost, and without some maintenance and facilities and services regarding the airfare. So the price will be lower, but still the comfort will be fewer, you know.
So, Mr. Khaled?
Yes.
Okay. So, what kind of challenges do you see affecting the low-cost carrier and travel industry now?
You mean in Egypt, or normally?
Maybe in Egypt, or what do you see maybe is affecting the globe?
Actually, with the start of the pandemic, the world was zero movement, no aviations, nobody traveled. They locked down the countries. It was difficult for a travel agency. So all travel agencies, I believe, they starting to prepare themselves for the upcoming and the ease up of the pandemic. About Egypt, we're going to open the country and the airport within the next month. The airports are open only in specific places that are not infected that much with the coronavirus, just like Sharm el Sheikh and Hurghada. Those places are low-cost traveler destinations. Okay, because it's only low-cost aircrafts and low-cost hotel accommodation. I mean, you get the package, full package, a return ticket from the destination to Egypt and back again in a fixed timing and fixed time of departure. The hotel will give you a full package accommodation. Sometimes it was before the pandemic was soft all inclusive. Now we don't have the open buffet meals. It will be set menus, so the accommodation will be on full board, breakfast, lunch, and dinner only, and a transfer from the airport and to the hotel and back again, and that's all. That will be a low cost package from certain places, maybe from Europe. We're going to start with Brussels and Italy, and some other places between Italy and France, and hopefully Russia, inshallah, in the future. That's what we are doing
Inshallah.
now. But the airports in Cairo, Luxor, and Aswan in Upper Egypt are only available for only the business trips or individuals or people coming back for studying. That's all. No groups arrival till next winter, inshallah.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Mhm.
So I understand that you're already in the industry for more than 30 years, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So in your opinion, or in your own opinion, will budget airlines thrive or continue to suffer after the pandemic outbreak? And if it's so, why?
Economic aviations, I don't think it's going to suffer because it's already cheap. And for the upcoming period, a traveler will look for a cheap price for a trip. Okay, they are operating. Sometimes they operate independently, just like TUI Airlines or the Pan American or Cairo Air. Sometimes it will join the main line airline of the country itself. For example, in Egypt, we have Egypt Air along with Air Cairo. They do code-share trips. That's why I don't think the economic airline will suffer.
I see. Okay, I would like to also inform the viewers, all right,
Yes,
to viewers out there who's already with us, joining us in the talk show, you may feel free to drop in your question for Mr. Khalid to answer to you.
my pleasure.
So, Mr. Khalid,
Yes, ma'am.
what can budget airlines? So, what can budget airlines do during this challenging period where people are afraid to travel or even locked down from traveling abroad? And
Simply,
how can you say about this?
simply offers and promotions. When a traveler find a promotional rate, let's say on a website or in a touristic website, you give him a better price. Okay. Sometimes you're gonna skip some services on the plane. Yeah, you're gonna skip some amenities on the plane. But normally, after the pandemic, the main lines itself will face some restrictions and some some restrictions and some conditions to board on the plane. In this case, you're gonna skip again some services used to be on the plane, just like the seat allocation. There will be no seat allocation, no hot meals, no towels on the plane, no newspapers, no towels, no blankets on the plane. So it will be somehow like the economic carrier. So wouldn't be that different. But in the case of the economic carrier, it can do package tour, not only in air ticket, but it can include the accommodation, can include the transfer, can do some optional tours. They can sell as a tour operator. That's how they can survive.
I see, I see. Okay. So, will low cost travel become a trend after the opening of the
Sure,
global
sure,
market and
sure,
travel
sure.
industry?
That's what I was telling you, because the upcoming period, long distance flights wouldn't be that favorable for all people. It will be only maximum 5 hours flight, 3 hour flight from Europe to Egypt, from Europe to Jordan, from Saudi Arabia to close distance. A cheap flight is the suitable one for those close distances from Egypt to Europe. We have, for example, we have charter flights from Sharm el Sheikh to Napoli. We have charter flights from Sharm el Sheikh to Paris, from Sharm el Sheikh to Barcelona. Only 3 or 4 hour flight. It will give you a better price. It's not hectic. Precautions on the plane wouldn't be that difficult. Normally, after the pandemic, I believe the time between you go to the airport and you board the plane will go from 2 hours. In the past, it might be 4 hours and a half or 5 hours before the airlines leave, because you will need to get spaces between people. You need to hold in in a routine where you can get close to the others. Somehow you get the disinfected aeroplanes, so you will have to wait till they prepare something. Also on the plane, you're gonna have some restrictions. You wouldn't be that comfortable. Because the airline hostess or workers on the plane wouldn't be as free as they were. There will be
Yes.
some restrictions between the client and the people doing the service. That's why short flights, uh, cheap flights, inshallah, secure flights will be the trend after the pandemic. Yes.
Hello, Mr. Mersal. I'm so
Welcome
sorry.
back. Welcome back.
Yeah, I think there's some. Sorry again, viewers. Sorry again, Mr.
It's okay. No problem.
Khalid.
No problem.
There seems to be a technical issue. So, Mr. Khalid.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay. So maybe you would like to actually even share more about what you're doing, or maybe some advice, or what other industry players can be able to do after the pandemic, or during, while waiting it to go
Okay.
back
Okay. Okay.
to normal.
Okay. Inshallah, all is going to be okay within short time. They are about to get the vaccine. In Egypt,
Yes.
we are witnessing the ease up of the lockdown. In a month or something, we've already lost the summer season. We're looking forward to the winter season, which starts in November, December, and so we're looking forward to prepare ourselves from the inside, came up, come up with new destinations,
Yes.
invent new things for the traveler to come to do in Egypt. Actually, Egypt has it all because we have four peak periods around the year. In the winter season, we're concentrating about Upper Egypt, Luxor and Aswan. That would be pharaonic history. Also in Alexandria at the north coast, that's Christian history and Greco-Roman history. In Cairo, you may have some time to see the pyramids and the Egyptian Museum. And we're going to inaugurate another bigger museum in months, inshallah. So we're working for upcoming business we need to get together virtually online, because
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna have fair shows in the coming next 2 years or something. You know,
Yeah.
we need to get together virtually online to offer our goods. You know, to meet each other, to know what do you have and what do I have. What can we communicate in the industry? Come up with new ideas. For example, I started selling classical tours to Indonesia and Malaysia. Normally,
Uh-huh.
Indonesians and Malaysians, they come to Egypt as a stopover, you know, before or after they do the Umrah, before or after they do Jerusalem. Only 2 nights or 3 nights. It's not enough for Egypt. You need to come with one ticket, one visa for at least a week or 2 weeks to do Luxor and Aswan cruise the Nile. You know, we have ships cruising the Nile like floating hotels. You'll be on the Nile. You sail on the Nile. Sometimes you get outside the ship for a visit, then you get back. The accommodation will be full board. You have some entertainments. You know, you have Egyptian folkloric shows, and you have Nubian folkloric shows. When you finish the with the Nile cruise, you may get back again to Cairo, do the pyramids in a full day. Sometimes some Muslims would like to visit some Muslim places. We have the Al Azhar University and Mosque. We have Imam Shafi'i. We have Al Asqalani. We have in Alexandria. We have many places for a Muslim to see. Also for a Christian, you may come after Cairo, after doing Cairo, you may go to Sinai on the steps of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, on the steps of Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam. Then you get to Saint Catherine, then back again to Cairo, then off to Alexandria. You may see the Greco-Roman history, also some Muslim monuments and some Muslim maqams. You know, El Mursi Abu Abbas and Nabi Daniel. You need to stay longer in Cairo and Egypt itself. A week or 2 weeks. I'm planning to start selling these programs. On the other hand, we are open for domestic
I
tourism.
see. Mm-mm.
Yes, to keep the money within the country. That's to start with, and to keep the people within the country, because mostly all the people are afraid to go outside.
I see.
They are afraid to go abroad. So we opened with strict conditions for the hotels. Every hotel will do whatever the government says, so he will get the license to continue with us in the coming period. Otherwise, he will be out. We started the domestic trips. Hotels are doing their best to get the best rates, to do offers and flash offers. Websites are working very good in Egypt, and that's it. Let's hope for the best. No, you can't tell, for sure what's gonna happen, but you try. You prepare yourself for the upcoming. You'll be ready for the upcoming periods.
I see. Okay. So once again, I would like to ask if there's anyone, viewers out there, would like to actually ask anything to Mr. Khalid. All right. So, Mr. Khalid, maybe you just want to share a little bit more about,
Yeah.
your experience, or
Yes.
how it's affecting during the pandemic, and yes.
It's difficult to tell. We're all praying for God to take it over. You cannot tell. All I can do is I'm preparing myself. I'm preparing my country. I'm ready to receive people. with the criteria of the other governments that they see if they send people to Egypt or not. They receive people from Egypt or not. It depends on the the situation of the coronavirus, which I
Yeah.
think inshallah very soon it's gonna end.
I
Also, I
see.
would like to talk about the announcement of the halal
Sure, sure.
tourism about the B2B gathering. I'm looking forward to this event to happen because it will get us all together. Everyone will see what others have, others will see what I have, so we can get together for the sake of the future. Because now
Yeah.
we're in a situation, in a very very difficult situation, not only in Egypt, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, everywhere, especially the industry of tourism. So we have to get together as one. We have to give up the in Indonesia and Malaysia we have a trend called brokers.
I see.
We have to get rid of those brokers because you need a good rate. Me as a tour operator, I can give a good rate, but the broker will add some add-ons or will add some profits for himself. So the rate will be higher. In this case, I will lose you. Okay, so
Yes.
let's get together. Make it B2B between business to business confrontation.
Yeah.
I can demonstrate my country. You can demonstrate your country. Apart from the brokers, apart from the non-professional travel agencies, in this case, we're gonna have a good price, professional itineraries. Even when you come, you will find some professional tour leader or tour guide to host you in my country, other than the broker. He doesn't know nothing about tourism. It's only money. It's grabbing his money and get lost. That's why I'm looking forward to participating in this B2B fair, inshallah, online.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Also, I'm looking
Inshallah.
forward to the sky to be clear, to be able to come to your country, to your lovely country, and meet you together in person, inshallah, very soon.
Inshallah, I would like to. I would like to
Inshallah,
be able
ma'am.
to actually see in person as well, Mr. Khalid.
Inshallah,
Yeah.
ma'am. Inshallah.
Inshallah. All right. So let us also check. Is there any questions from our viewers today? So, okay. There's this one from Miss Ramiza Haji Daud. Maybe they would like to know. She would like to know how they can actually be able to contact you, or maybe you can actually share your contact details.
I'll leave my
And to
email.
which
I will leave
yeah,
my email, inshallah. I'll leave my email,
inshallah.
and he's most welcome, inshallah.
All right.
By the way, I'm doing inbound and outbound tourism. I send people from Egypt to different places, and I bring people from different places to Egypt. But normally, the outbound it will be in the summertime, not in the winter time, or maybe honeymooners or seminars or that kind of business. Anyway, I'll leave my email. Inshallah, we can get in contact. Welcome
We're
back
back
again.
again.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Maybe we can continue before the interruption.
No, that's okay, no problem.
So as you were saying just now, okay, so
Hello, I
there's
can hear you, man.
somebody. Okay, you can hear me?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
there's someone. Okay, there's one. Dunia B Kodaumi. Salam, this is
Yes,
Dunia, the managing director of Holy Jerusalem. Thanks for your
yes,
short interview. I would like to have a fruitful cooperation with your respective company in the near future. And he actually
sure,
provided his email for any future communication.
sure. I will contact her. My pleasure. Inshallah, everything will be okay. My pleasure, ma'am.
Inshallah. So, Mr. Dunia, if you are actually watching this,
Yeah, sure.
Mr.
I
Khaled
will get in
will,
contact. I will get in contact.
yeah. So it seems that we don't have any more questions.
Okay,
And
ma'am.
okay, maybe would you like to say any last words before we end the talk show? Like, what's your advice to all the industry players, and maybe what's your future
Okay.
plan or
For
something?
now, for now, uh, for now, all I can say is for you to stay home, be safe,
Definitely.
be
Yes.
safe, and we'll get over soon. After we get over, we can think of what's gonna happen in the
Yes.
future. The future is
Yes.
in the hands of Allah. We do
Yes.
our best. We get prepared. We get ready for the upcoming, and
Yes.
inshallah, everything will be okay.
Inshallah.
Best of luck. Best of luck to all of us. And inshallah, we'll meet again in the B2B fair online.
Inshallah. So, all right. So, I would like to also wish you safe and
Thank you.
yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, and more
Inshallah.
success in future after the new normal starting now. And
Inshallah.
hopefully all this pandemic over, then everybody around the globe can be able to actually travel again and see the world
It will.
again.
It will. There
Yes,
will.
inshallah.
There will. There will. There will. It was
Inshallah.
only a test. It was only a test for the humanity.
True,
We'll get
true. I
we'll
believe
get
that, yes.
through. We'll get through inshallah. Inshallah we're gonna
Inshallah.
get through.
Inshallah.
Thank you, ma'am,
Okay.
again. Thank you for hosting me.
Thank you, Mr. Khalid, and sorry for all the disruption just now,
No,
but
no, that's okay. My regards
yes,
to the whole crew.
I feel honored to have you today, to actually be
Thank you
able
so
to
much.
actually speak to you, your sharings,
Thank
and
you. Thank you.
your
Pleasure was mine.
insightful information.
Pleasure
Inshallah.
was mine. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Yes, we are also glad to have you today for our
Thank you so
Sustainable
much.
Tourism Virtual Talk Show. So once
Thank you so
again,
much, ma'am.
okay, till we meet again on our next Sustainable Tourism Talk Show. I'm Suraya saying goodbye to everyone. Mr. Khalid, goodbye. Take
Bye bye,
care.
ma'am. Bye bye. Take
Yes.
care. Bye bye.
You too. Assalamualaikum.